I, dude. Oh. There's another update. It's getting really old, you know what I mean? It's like getting so old. I'm like updating once a day this game now for some reason. God damn, dude. And every time there's some bullshit happening, I have to restart the game because you know what happens if you play the game and there's some, you know, some stuff happening that is undesirable or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. It's ridiculous. Wasn't Köln good? No, Köln is too close to Belgium. Wrocław. Let's go to Bratislava. Brno is also a cool name. Is in the middle of everything. I'm going to Czech Republic. Brno. Well, actually, I have a connection with Austria. Innsbruck. Innsbruck is so good, dude. This is where my granddad has a house somewhere here. I think it's it's right between Innsbruck and Salzburg. It's there, I think. It's on the western side of Austria, right close to Munich. I know that. It's not too far from Innsbruck. So I'm going to pick Innsbruck as a starting place. Yeah, my grandpa has, as I said, a house, or he had a house. Oh my god, the Alps. Oh. Well, it's not the Alps, maybe. It's just maybe a normal mountain segment. But look at this.
Los.
Safra.
Biege nach links ab.
This is not a highway, this is an old Iveco. I can tell from the mobile phone style GPS on the right side. That style GPS on the right side, that's a old school. It's an old school GPS. These days they're integrated in the center console.
Nimm diese Ausfahrt.
This is really an old school Iveco.
Biege nach links ab.
For real, dude. This is an old school Iveco.
Demnächst links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab.
Oh, there's speed bumps here. Oh, that maybe I won't like. A cop that I've met like a while ago, I met a cop and we had a discussion a little bit about motorcycles because some bastard rode like an asshole behind me, and I went to the cop when I saw him. I went to the cop like and asked him about, hey, can you do something about these guys?
Biege nach links ab.
And he was like, yeah, but we just talked a little bit, and he said, well, if you have a motorcycle, you don't care about speed bumps.
Biege nach rechts ab.
You can go over them even faster than a car.
Wir sind da.
So he was like, nah, that's just not going to do anything. This is your headquarters. Okay, you have to do some quick jobs here. Munich. Let's drive to Munich.
Okay, wir fahren los.
That's a weak as hell MIN.
Biege nach rechts ab.
Safrallah. This goes crazy. It's a slow
Demnächst links
vehicle.
abbiegen. Biege nach links ab. Demnächst links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab.
Hey, come on, what are you doing? Okay, now they don't drive. Yellow, stupid Mini. That's funny. A yellow Mini and a yellow tow truck behind it. It's funny. Also, they give me like a tenth of the tank. What the hell? Almost an empty tank. What the fuck? Should have fueled up there. What's the fuel consumption say?
Bitte links halten.
Nearly impossible to read. Is that white bar the fuel consumption or not? Because I only see the average fuel consumption, but I don't see the current one. This colleague is also driving about 90 almost. Ah, fuck you, I'm not gonna do a weight control. I think it is the fuel consumption. There's a white bar. There's a white bar underneath the average fuel consumption and above the green bar. And the white bar is getting less full depending on the gear and the throttle state. So I think, and it goes completely empty if I stop throttling. So I think it's the fuel consumption indeed. That is cool. Safra Allah. Jeez. I'm so good with this shit. Guten Tag, that's going there. See, this is why the time scale being the way it is bad, because I'm driving 125 and I have 120 to go, so I should drive an hour, and the game's time scale is that an hour has 3 minutes. But I don't think I have to drive 3 minutes.
Bitte links halten. Bitte links halten.
So it might be accurate. It might actually be accurate. I just did the math. It would have taken about 3 minutes.
Okay, lass uns
It
eine
would
neue
have
Route
almost.
finden.
It would have. It said go right. Wait a minute. What? The game just said go right, and I went right. Anyways, it would have taken about 3 minutes for 130 something kilometers at 135 kilometers per hour. So an hour is 3 minutes. So if you drive the distance in 3 minutes, then it's accurately 1 hour.
Neu berechnen.
Let's engage the tempo mod. Hold on. So. Optionen. Keys and buttons. Tempo mod. Cruise control on delete. Got it. Okay, let's get onto the Autobahn and do the math. Hold on. So I'm going to drive 40 flat. Okay, I want to drive 40. Let's do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts. Immer geradeaus.
let's do the math. Yeah, it's about accurate. I drove around 13 kilometers in a minute. So if 13 times 3, it's 39. So it's almost 40. So technically, it's accurate. Technically, it's accurate. It technically was 30. you know, it was technically 30 kilometers. Or, you know, it was technically the distance that... Oh, shit. It was technically the distance that indicated, so... 13, maybe 13 and a half in a minute would have made... Or 13.3 would have made 40 kilometers.
Bitte rechts halten.
In 3 minutes, and that's exactly going with 40 kilometers per hour. It goes hand in hand with it.
Bitte links halten.
This is crazy. You have to...
Demnächst links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab. Wir sind fertig.
Gut. Noise. Hey, there's an Iveco dealer. Nice. So I can loan the money. And I can go to the Iveco dealer. Iveco. Gonna buy the highway, which comes only in 2 variants, which is not that wanted. Here it is. Wait a minute. It's part of Ben's mod. Look. Ooh, this is beautiful colors. I like this lion blue. I like the lion blue. I take it. Tuck, I close this down. I want to remove everything I can. It costs extra money. Confirm. Boy. Hold on. Yes, I'm gonna sit as far as I can forward. There we go, that's perfect. Very good. Ooh, I hit something. The curb or something. Hut. Ah, to Salzburg. Oh, plastic pipes, look at that. Those look funny.
Auf geht's.
Oof, I need to make at least 2 of these jobs per. I need to make 2 of these jobs per day to make money.
Lass uns loslegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Demnächst links abbiegen.
I think Euro 6 is the newest Euro norm for trucks, isn't it?
Biege nach links ab.
Ooh. The Euro norm
Demnächst links
is
abbiegen.
European standard for
Biege nach links ab.
emissions for like vehicles, like trucks and stuff. So emissions, like, you know, how much CO2 and other things it emits. Carbon dioxide, monoxide, and other byproducts, how many emissions it can have.
Bitte links halten.
MAN is not a bad vehicle manufacturer. They have the 3rd most powerful engines. The 2nd most powerful engine is MAN. And MAN is on level with DAF, because DAF have the multi-torque engines. They have primary and secondary torque, so they have two torque profiles, 2 torque whatevers. So it's a multi-torque engine, the ones from the DAF. And the most powerful is quite obviously Scania and Volvo. They're on the top list. Okay, that other truck is going there as well, so I'm gonna skip it. $170 for a fine, I can live with that. Ooh, a 320, that hurt. Ironically, oh shit, there's a accident or something happened here. I'm gonna put the hazard lights on. Can I get through there? Because I would really like to not take this detour. That was close, that was close, that was close. Worked. Aha! There's an asshole following me. He's creeping up really close. What the hell, dude? Leave me alone. He's creeping up on me, and now I'm losing him. So he was speeding, and now he's stopped speeding. I love the AI drivers. Ah, scheiße. But I didn't collide with it, that's the thing. Oh shit. Sit on the brakes. Phew. Instead of modifying something in the transmission, I modified the shifting time. It's 1 second for each engine, and I changed it to 0.1. Because the Scania also shift faster than other trucks, so I changed the shifting speed. Now the shifting is much more realistic. I have
Bitte
an hour
rechts
to go.
halten.
Un'ora. Oh, where the insects there? Whoa. I'm so happy because of the perspective change when I use the Iveco. I'm so happy about it. The Iveco is just my most favorite truck. It has a gentle engine noise, a very gentle engine noise. It has so many good looking parts for it as well. And it has a decently sized fuel tank as well. So it has everything. And it still pulls. As you can see, it still pulls a lot of weight.
Bitte links halten.
Meow. Linz and Wien and Graz. We're in Austria for sure. No, we're going.
Bitte links halten.
But Graz is in Switzerland, isn't it? Graz is in Switzerland. Graz rockt.
Rechts halten.
No,
und
wir
dann
sind
rechts
Österreicher. Was wollt's dann?
Biege nach rechts ab. Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen.
Oh, was soll denn das? Was soll denn das?
Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
Wir wollen nur nach Graz. Was soll denn das? Wir wollen's heute nur nach Salzburg. Nein. That's if you speak German with a Austrian accent, you get that. Or if you talk by more like Bavarian accent. It's so funny, the accent from Bavaria is so close to Austria, but it isn't the same. If you talk with Austrians, you do not understand a damned thing. And the thing is, they can understand
Rechts halten.
High
und
German.
dann rechts abbiegen.
High German so easily.
Biege nach rechts
They
ab.
can understand High German so easily. But you can hardly understand an Austrian person. It's
Demnächst
incredible.
links abbiegen.
Ja, was merkst du da herin? Da herin? Was merkst du da herin? It's even worse than that. You understand nothing
Biege
almost.
nach links ab.
Well, why is this asphalt cracked here? Weird.
Hier endet es.
Hey, there's a guy watching us. There's a guy on the little balcony there. He's watching us. Oh, I'll tab for a sec. I'm gonna back off here for a second. I'm gonna sit differently. Hold on. Wait. Whoa. Good. So changing the shifting point has really been a great freaking help. It helped incredibly. The shifting speed is like such a helper. You don't have to use every single gear anymore. You can use the original gearbox. Oh, what the hell? It's the same almost, but the heavier
Zeit
load.
zu gehen.
Zeit zu gehen, okay. Excuse me. Huh?
Fahrt vorsichtig.
Gut. Some trucks have so much raw power they can actually bypass the parking brake, so they can pull the truck
Biege nach rechts ab.
even against the parking brake, which is incredible. You would damage the truck so hard doing that.
Demnächst links abbiegen.
There's a Duff Trader. Wow.
Biege nach links ab.
Whoopala. Sorry. Why am I rolling backwards? I was rolling backwards and the engine died 2 times in a row. Maybe because I was rolling backwards, the engine died. I was rolling backwards in forward gear, maybe that killed the engine. I mean, I could see that happen.
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
I just have to look this up. I always wondered this, but it just came to my mind again.
Bitte links halten.
What happens if a car rolls backwards in forward gear? Was passiert, wenn Auto im Vorwärtsgang rückwärts rollt? Nobody knows, it doesn't say. Nobody knows, nobody says. There is no result that is comprehensive. The only things are real-time problems from real people who have real issues with real cars, saying, my car rolls backwards in forward gear. Well, my car rolls forward in backwards gear. I'm like, yeah, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for what happens if the car spins and rolls backwards while the forward gear is in. I think because the grooves of normal gearbox is smooth, nothing would happen. If the reverse gear is put in, the gearbox will break, because the reverse gear has teeth that are angled in one way, only one way, so you can only drive backwards with the forward gear. If you try to put in the reverse while driving forward, it will break the gearbox. But I think because the other grooves are flat, they are flat, or relatively flat, nothing much would happen gearbox damage wise, so I think nothing would happen other than the vehicle slowing down really fast. And that's only for manual. I don't know, automatics are probably disengaged as soon as they spin or something. Automatic gearboxes, transmissions work differently. But in a manual, you need to hit the clutch. If you don't hit the clutch, anything could happen.
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen.
Yes.
Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
Putz.
Bitte links halten.
Like slim to no power loss. For real.
Bitte links halten.
There's no shifting loss at all. And the braking also goes faster because it shifts downward as well while braking, so that causes a lot of power loss as well. Oh my god, my back hurts.
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
Excuse me. Ui, ui.
Am Kreisverkehr erste Ausfahrt nehmen. Nimm diese Ausfahrt. Demnächst links abbiegen. Links abbiegen und dann links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab. Wir sind heile angekommen.
Salzburg zu links. I'm going to truck upgrades. I'm going to plot a course
Fertig
immediately.
zum Losfahren. Kein Problem. Ich finde eine neue
Oh,
Route.
it's right around the corner. 1 kilometer. The 1 kilometer is a generic distance in the game. Oof.
Rechts abbiegen und dann rechts abbiegen. Demnächst rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Das war eine schöne Fahrt.
So, we work. Bigger engine. So it is indeed true, if you sleep, you are fully rested, even if you sleep for just an hour. That's what I changed it to. I changed my sleeping to an hour, so I don't sleep like 9 hours. My character sleeps an hour, so it's enough sleep. Didn't I see a symbol? Didn't I see a job offer symbol somewhere here? RT log. I'm gonna try to go to RT log.
Los.
Yeah. The third exit.
Am Kreisverkehr dritte Ausfahrt nehmen. Nimm diese Ausfahrt.
Ah, forget about it. Aye, that's... Ooh, that was not good at all. Especially since we don't make money yet.
Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen.
Fuck. Oh,
Biege nach rechts ab. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen.
Oh. Ah, okay. Go right. Yes.
Biege nach rechts ab. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Demnächst rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Es ist vorbei.
So. Jobs, nothing. Seriously, this far for such a bad pay?
Okay, wir fahren los.
So little money for so much driving. But no, I'm losing money.
Auf geht's.
Hooked. Oh wow, it's shifting really fast. Holy shit, I like it.
Biege nach links ab.
Not on the trains. Though.
Demnächst links abbiegen.
Not driving on the train tracks though.
Links abbiegen und
It's a
dann
go
links
left,
halten.
but not on the train tracks there.
Links halten und dann links
Oh.
abbiegen. Biege nach links ab.
Practically that was already a red light violation because as soon as you drive over the white line apparently, so I was completely wrong the whole time. He lets me through, why? No need for it.
Bitte links halten.
So that's what I mean. Sometimes they violate the right of way, sometimes they keep it. What now? Make up your mind.
Links halten und dann links abbiegen.
Bleh. Hallo.
Biege nach links ab. Bitte links halten.
Wait. That was close. That was close with the railing on the side. I know why they install such a flimsy railing on the side there. I see
Bitte
these a
links
lot,
halten.
especially in Austria, but also in Germany a lot. You never see concrete railings. I guess concrete railings are too flimsy. I guess. I don't know. This has to be my friggin' favorite truck, eh? Echt. It could have said stay left, because there was a split in the road. It didn't say anything. Kore? Kore? I'm just gonna drive for a little bit like this. We're using no liters, nothing. 11 liters, 14, 15, 7. Yeah, the vehicle is very gently accelerating. 30 liters, 29, 10, 19, 23. So it's compared to full gas, which is 95 liters. Using the Tempo Mod is much better.
links halten.
This is wet though. So the handling will be greatly reduced. And the braking triples at least in length. Hey, look how slow it goes into the corner here. Look how slow. Crazy. Yep. That's good. Check, where's my friends? Are they online? Wakarimashita. Yeah. Nobody online. Good. Wow. I'm speeding way too much. Oh, look, I'm steering, but the vehicle drives like on ice or on soap. Oof. Not good. Very slippery, holy shit. game that could use weather is The Long Drive could use weather. It'd be so cool. Ringvin. Good. Wien has a good orchestra. Everybody knows about it.
Links halten und dann bleiben Sie immer geradeaus. Immer geradeaus. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen.
Imagine it rains and you slide into one of these
Biege
cars
nach
in real
rechts ab.
life. So much damage. Wow, almost didn't make that. Whew.
Rechts
Even
halten
going
und
50
dann
is
rechts
almost
ab.
too fast on this weather.
Biege nach rechts ab. Bitte links halten.
She needs to announce that a lot earlier.
Bitte rechts halten.
I mean, her announcements are made for the speed that you drive at, or the speed limit that's mentioned, but it needs to be distance-based, a bit faster, you know? Not just in the last second. Curly. What was the game? What was the game when it's raining, there is something happening, and it's Metal Gear, right? When it's raining or something, you have less of a chance for picking somebody
Rechts
up
halten.
or
Dann Ausfahrt
extracting
rechts
them
nehmen.
with a Fulton. And even if the rain is gone,
Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
even if the rain's gone, you need to be careful because it lingers for a bit longer. I think the rain here in this game is the same. The roads are still wet, even the rain is gone.
Demnächst links abbiegen.
They're still wet for a bit longer, I think. I'm not sure. But in Metal Gear, it's like that. The rain is
Biege nach links
affecting
ab.
the game a bit longer than what it appears like. In other words, the rain ends, but the status effects aren't cleared. The same with sandstorms. So I think this game is similar. When there's some rain effect or some other effect that doesn't clear immediately, it takes a while to clear. Oh no. This is a bad idea. Because the street signs were blocking the view, so I couldn't know if there's a small vehicle coming or not. I could have barely seen a truck, but not a smaller vehicle.
Am Kreisverkehr zweite Ausfahrt nehmen.
Oh, come on.
Nimm diese Ausfahrt.
I'm in front of him. Good. It worked. This is a former crossover for the border. This is a former border crossover, but I said that before. The crossovers have been changed, so they weren't removed. Checkpoints weren't removed. They're just non-functional. There's nobody sitting there. before, the way it used to be, there was really actual people sitting in there. I remember that, and it was like 1990 or 1995 or something. It was abandoned, and before that, every time you go over the border, there was the control, there was a check. You know. So it was always, or typically, somebody who was really evil looking was in there, like some evil passport control guy. And he always was like, he wasn't saying anything bad, he was just checking the vehicle, and he waved people through. Generally we were waved through, we never got checked. But essentially they check if you have drugs you're smuggling or any other stuff, but if he sees a family with a vehicle full of clothes and stuff, they never checked us, I think. When I was with my actual parents, not my grandparents, but with my parents in the vacation home. It worked really well.
Demnächst links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Demnächst links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab. Sie sind am Ziel angekommen und Ihre Routenführung ist damit abgeschlossen.
Got it. So it was actually funny, yeah? If you're like my parents and my dad and my mother, we were pulled out of the traffic because as if we were having some criminal activity going on. You know, it's just, they were just saying, I remember my dad was really pissed about it. My dad was like, "Boy, it's the last time I cross over the border." My dad is like, I don't know. I don't want to talk shit about him at all, which is why I won't. But my dad and my mom and I grew up in a rather, let's say, brutal household. Not brutal from the force, but my dad would say shit and fuck and suck my ass, and you know, he would say like profanity. It was I come from a profane family, and everybody knows it. Like the whole acquaintances, the family, the relatives, the distant relatives, they all know, and they have no balls. They would never confront my dad and tell him he's a douchebag. But I can see it in their demeanor. My dad isn't that, let's not say fast or something. It sounds like a douchebag thing to say, but my dad isn't that perceptive that he says like, yeah, you're making fun of me or what? He isn't that kind of person. He'd also not say that. So he would never mention that or say something like that. Well, he would say it only if he's getting offended. But he wouldn't confront people if they're just talking like in metaphors and stuff. My mom confronted one of the distant relatives when they were speaking about the jobs, and they were using a lot of technical words. She was like, can you explain that so normal people can understand it? She was like, my mom is like blunt like that sometimes. So my mom actually said, can you explain that for normal speaking people? Because they were talking academically. They were talking like high academic. Like Einstein's. They were all talking like Einsteins amongst them. My mom was like blunt and she said, "Can you say that for normal people as well?" Which I find rude. I find it rude because if it's worded like that, they don't want you to hear, maybe. You know, I wouldn't like to explain what streaming is to her, for example.
Zeit zu gehen.
It's hard to explain. I wouldn't like to explain to her what streaming is because it would use a lot of words and she would, like, also get pissed because it's so many words that she doesn't know, and that's why I don't explain anything to my parents and I don't help them with technical stuff, because if I do that,
Lass uns loslegen.
don't understand that. And my dad had a long history
Biege
of
nach
some
rechts ab.
wacky stuff. And I remember it was like,
Demnächst links abbiegen.
one time he asked me something about the mobile phone. He was like, "Can you help me?" And I was like, "Huh?"
Biege nach
Because he
links
never
ab.
comes to me and asks, "Can you help me?" He never does that. He was never there or barely there when I was a kid. My dad used the career of trucking and driving as a truck driver. He used this career to get distance from the family, because I was a bit of a hard kid, hard youth. Not troubled, but hard. I had it hard in school. He couldn't bother with it. So he kind of weaseled out of the responsibility a bit, but he also did it because of the money. There was really, really good pay in it. Really good pay in it. But
Rechts halten.
it's
Und dann Ausfahrt
it's a
rechts
tough
nehmen.
thing to explain how to explain it properly. So he weaseled his way out of the responsibility. So did my mom. When she was overwhelmed, I would go to my grandparents and they raised me. Like 80% of my raising and my memories from like 6 years to 14 I have is like with my grandparents for some reason. So yeah. And my dad is like, as I said, they would used to swear, and they are that type of people. Just, you know, they just swear and they complain and they like not complain, but they are more aggressively like aggressive. So if you think I'm saying like the hard R, well, not that hard R, but the swear word for somebody mentally impaired, I mean that R.
Bitte rechts halten.
If I say that, or the F word, if I say that in casual conversations or when I'm angry, it's because it's just in my blood. I can't get it out. The aggressiveness is in the blood. I can't get it. You can't get it out. It's not possible. But yeah. So my dad is the type of person who gets mad about like a traffic stop or something, and then gets so pissed that he says something not really in check and gets almost into trouble. He wouldn't say a bad word towards a cop, but he's the kind of person to say, "Really? You have that necessary?" Not argue, but he would be like, you're a hero. He would say something semi-passive aggressive. That's more like it. He would say something passive aggressive like that. He would say, "You're a hero, Mr. Cop. Do you know that, officer? You're a hero. You're an actual hero." He would say something like that. He would rub it in for a little bit, and then he would just go. But when he's driving a car and somebody with his faster car just speeds by, like a Lambo or something, like
Bitte
wow,
links halten.
and goes way too fast, then he would say, "You fucking asshole." That's what he would say. And he always was like that. He was like that when I grew up, so he is always like that. And yeah. If you're a little kid, like 2 years old, and you grew up around people who say "fuck," "shit," "asshole," "motherfucker," well, not motherfucker, but you know, the typical soft swear words, you kind of adopt that. as normal. And I remember he was like grumbling into his beard when there was the border control check. He was like complaining about it. And me, I'm different. And the police pull me out. I'm like, oh, okay, oh well. I'm too scared of repercussions if I'm mouthing off or angry or something. I'm too scared of a repercussion, so I'm like, oh, okay, okay, yeah, yes. I'm like more apologizing that I get checked, you know? I'm like apologizing that the police had to check me, you know? If the police pull me out or something and they check my, whatever, I'm like, I'm the person who apologizes for them having to work, you know? That's how me is. I remember that border check vaguely because the only thing that burned in is my dad complaining, like always. And I find it funny because my granddad never got checked in the. Well, we were there every year, at least. Sometimes twice a year in Austria. So for a few years until I was like 14 or something. So from 6 or 5, from 5 to 14 or something, it's like 9 years. It's like 9 or 18 visits. Holy shit! I just realized how little I was able to enjoy in life so far. I went into a holiday or into a faraway holiday only like 18 or 20 times. At most. Jesus Christ, dude. Being poor sucks, man. You're always relying on other people for vacations and for everything, and when those people are gone, they fade away, and
Bitte links halten.
your source for these adventures is gone too. And yes, I see some of my past and my family life as exactly that. as a from a neutral rational viewpoint, it was nice vacations because I didn't have to pay for anything, you know.
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
Oh boy. No, I'm not gonna make it. Yes, I am.
Biege nach rechts ab.
70.
Biege nach rechts ab.
Alright. Your mom goes right. Satan an Vittu. We're back. had to record a message for my friend. He sent me a voice message. Oh, and the other guys also sent one. So, the other friend said that he doesn't come today. I don't know what the neighbors upstairs are doing. They're making so much noise. They're banging. It's so much banging as if somebody's tossing. It original sounds like somebody's tossing a bowling ball around. So it almost sounds as if they never made this much noise. They only made it since I complained to the landlord. So my mom calls me like, "You're insane," but I say it again. They conspire. The landlord instructs them to be as loud as possible, because when the landlord's husband is coming to fix something, he doesn't have a key, but the neighbors upstairs buzz him in. So they are working together, basically. They're basically working together, dude. You know what I mean? So they most likely instructed them to make more noise, and this is pathetic. It sounds as if somebody's periodically just slamming a sledgehammer on the ground. Like, you gotta understand my point here, the maliciousness of somebody. You gotta have the gall to do that. You're not just living your life, but you apply tools.
Route neu berechnen.
You apply certain tools to make noise to harass somebody else. That is insane, dude. And no, they live here for almost 2 years now. No, they live here for 2 years almost. No, they have not made this noise before. It's new. They just started making this noise. They just start getting louder and louder. It started off with them trampling, and now they're tossing stuff to the ground, it sounds like. Like, this is pathetic. Like, imagine your whole existence is revolving around deliberately throwing something on the ground, grabbing a sledgehammer and periodically just slamming it onto the wall on the ground. There's no other explanation, because it hasn't been like this before. It's new. They just started it. They just started being extra loud. Everything that they do is double and triple as loud as it used to be. And there is no way to relevate this. Relativize, or whatever you want to call it. You can't put this into relation with anything. You can't say, oh, they got a new couch or something. No, it doesn't work like that. They are actively tossing something around, or banging something on the wall, or against the chairs, or against the table. They're actively... Imagine you're sitting You sit in your chair and you watch TV. And you feel the urge to get up, take a hammer it onto the desk, then you put the hammer away and sit down and watch TV again. This is what they are doing. This is exactly what they are doing. In the midst of silence, you suddenly hear loud banging and then everything's quiet again. It's not like it's you sit down and imagine I play a computer game. I pause, I get up and I grab my sledgehammer and I throw the sledgehammer on the ground, and then I unpause the game and I continue playing like this. It's the same. This is what it is. They are deliberately banging or throwing something around upstairs. They are deliberately making noise. And I do not understand why that is. I haven't done anything. I haven't insulted, beaten up, molested anybody. I haven't done nothing. I've just been here, exist like for 2 years that they live here, and longer than I've been here longer than that. So it's incredible. Or it's the other thing. I'm playing right now, but I need to go to the toilet. I pause the game, and instead of going to the toilet and coming back, I throw a disco ball or I throw a bowling ball onto the ground. I go to the toilet, I piss, I wash my hands, I pick up a sledgehammer, I hammer it against the wall 2-3 times, I put the sledgehammer away, and then I sit down and game again. This is what it sounds and what it is like. Everything they do, every time they have to do something, it has to be combined with excruciating loud additional noise. Another equivalent would be I need to go to the toilet, so I get up and put boots on, and those boots are 200 kilo or 200 pound heavy weights. You know what I mean. And I have to use these boots to walk to go to the toilet, so it's super loud. Then to open the faucet, I use a sledgehammer instead of using the handle. I hammer a sledgehammer against the handle so it opens up and the water comes out. So I use a sledgehammer to activate the faucet. To dry my hands, I don't use a towel. I slap my hands against the boxing sack, so it makes loud banging noises. You know what I mean. Everything they do is combined with exaggerated additional noise that wasn't like this for 2 years, and they just now started doing it. I complained about them getting louder and louder, and this is the result. The logical conclusion is that the landlord is talking to them to make them louder and louder, so they harass me. And she accused me. She said, "Benny, you're mobbing them," because I complained to her that they're louder and louder. And she said, "Benny, you're mobbing them." I'm like, and I was speechless when she said that. She said I was mobbing them because I complain about them a lot, and she can't relate to it. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely excruciating. This is ridiculous, dude. If they weren't smoking, I would cancel this apartment and move to the apartment upstairs. I would take the apartment upstairs. I would pay more money, but I would move to the apartment upstairs. I would do that if I had the money. Or I mean, if it wasn't for the smell. But I don't have the time and the money and the energy and the willingness to renovate the apartment upstairs. I don't have the power and the energy to do that. Because the landlord doesn't do it. The landlord thinks it's fine if there's moldy, or not moldy, but if there's a stinky, nicotine-soaked wallpaper, she doesn't mind it. You have to fix it yourself. She doesn't fix anything. Thank goodness with my dad and my mother I have well, with my dad I have a witness that the floorboards were broken and mismatched and misaligned before I moved in. My dad is the witness. He witnessed when she said, "Oh, that's not our responsibility." She said, "It's not our responsibility." So I have nothing to do with the floorboards being mismatched and stupidly messed up as they are. The floorboards have gaps in between. And my dad said, "Can you fix that before he moves in?" And the landlord was like, "No, that's not our responsibility. We don't have anything to do with that."
Biege nach rechts ab.
There was again a bang, a loud bang, as if somebody throws something on the ground. It hasn't been like this. They're getting louder and louder, and I don't know what causes it. It's insane, dude. I know the landlord is... She said she has to charge more money for the apartment next door because it was renovated. She has to charge more money for the apartment upstairs because that was renovated. I know she wants... I think she wants to get me out. I think she wants me to go out, get out, because she wants to maximize the profit for this hole. Oh, wow. The engine just outright stopped while braking. Huh. Well, there's only 4 tons of extra weight, maybe that's causing it. But yeah, anyways, I think she wants to get me out.
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen.
If I'd have to renovate it, I have to charge more money for it. Right.
Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts. Demnächst rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Das war eine schöne Fahrt.
I'm gonna check how long I can stay here. Okay. Wow, what a level. I'm getting extra qualifications.
Fahrt vorsichtig.
I think she wants to get me out. Whoops.
Biege nach links ab.
So what the neighbor upstairs also have is like they have like a coffee grinder. They have a coffee grinder.
Immer geradeaus.
She gets a kick out of using that thing to grind coffee. She gets an absolute kick out of it because she will just grind that thing on low RPM and then she will stop for 2 seconds, then
Rechts
she will apply
halten
more
und dann
RPM,
rechts abbiegen.
and she will do that for 20-30 minutes. And it is malicious
Biege nach
behavior.
rechts
It's
ab.
malicious behavior. Definitely is.
Am Kreisverkehr dritte Ausfahrt nehmen. Nimm diese Ausfahrt.
Oops.
Biege nach links ab. Endlich, wir sind da.
That's a tag lift. I have no clue. Cursor 11460. Yeah. Stop. Let's go to Ika. Ika Bohag. Sounds like Ikam Bokam. Frankfurt und Nürnberg. Ui, jetzt.
Zeit zu gehen. Lass uns loslegen. Biege nach links ab.
Nice.
Bitte rechts halten. Immer geradeaus.
There's my there was again. Clump, clump, clump. Don't believe it, dude. Wetter. Ach Gott, Mensch. There it is, Deutscher Wetterdienst. There it was. Oh man. There it was again. Klump. Nah, we're safe. We're green, sadly. I wanted to get extra rain here, extra strong. But nah, we're safe.
Links halten und dann links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab.
Take multiple jobs in this? Maybe I mistook it. Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts. Immer geradeaus. No matter what.
Bitte rechts halten. Bitte links halten.
Oh my god, it's accelerating so slow. wish these clouds were dynamic and not a skybox.
Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Bitte rechts halten. Bitte links halten.
Wow, collided with nothing there. Or did I get a crash offense? I think I just got a crash offense. Oh, sunrise. Fish. Nuremberg. Oh, God. What are you doing?
Bitte links halten.
Burn it on me. 4 kilometers and that's so
Rechts
long.
halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Links halten und dann links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab.
I can set the braking power even higher now because braking intensity full. I can set it all the way to full because it doesn't matter.
Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab.
Because the transmission is now auto and with faster shifting, less delay.
Demnächst links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab. Hier endet es.
Excellent. Didn't get a level. Oh yes. No, I don't like Convoy, dude. Just you saying it every time and I say no, doesn't, you know, I won't say yes because, yeah. You can nag and complain and post it on everything. You can do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I don't even read chat anymore. There's nobody watching. And nobody's commenting and nobody's watching, so I don't give a shit. I'm just doing this for my own entertainment, dude. You can ask. You just fucking don't play multiplayer. I'm not a multiplayer person. So, take a job.
Okay, wir fahren los.
Where is it? Oh, there. Besides, I only play games where I can make Ben's mod for. If I can't make Ben's mod for a game, then I don't play it. What was that?
Auf geht's.
Okay. There it was again upstairs, a clump.
Biege nach rechts ab.
A clump noise, like periodically we're just randomly dropping items to the floor. How
Demnächst
stupid.
rechts abbiegen.
What's going on here?
Biege nach rechts ab.
No, another game I haven't played in a long while. RimWorld I haven't played in a very long time.
Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Bitte links halten.
Oh wow. Wow. Oops. Whoa, there was a plane crashed. What the hell?
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts. Immer geradeaus. Bitte rechts halten. Bitte links halten.
There's a horse walking around outside. Yes, there are some people who have horses in the area in the vicinity, and they just took the horses out for a walk. You can hear the click, cluck, cluck, cluck. Am I tired all of a sudden? A lot. It's probably because this is a... Oh wow. Crash one. Wait, what? Somebody weaseled in behind me. I'll try to see what I can do. Maybe make up a new game. Oh, nice.
Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts. Biege nach rechts ab.
I think I'm gonna play Far Cry 5 after this. Just want to play a different game. But this is draining me a little bit. We're driving so far and we're driving so quick and so fast and everything, but we're just not. I need some change of scenery. I've been playing this for the last 6 days or something. Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel like I'm not missing anything out if I leave this for a little bit longer. Just leave it, just let it sit there. So many games that I could play. Ringworld. I need to start Ringworld again. Holy shit.
Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts. Rechts halten und dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab. Neue Route
What
finden.
do you mean, new route?
Machen Sie eine Kehrtwende.
No. I have to go in here. Guess I have to. And the game tells me you have to do a circle, you have to go roundabout. Anyways, I'm gonna take a break. Did the game just crash? The game hangs. Oh my god. The game just hung up. Oh my god.